In this video, we are going to show you how much it costs to travel to Florence, the cradle of the Italian Renaissance, capital of Tuscany, and one of the most desired destinations in the world. We are going to detail airfare, accommodation, food, transportation, attractions, shopping, and give you a realistic final estimate for different travel profiles. Let us go. Florence is one of the most beautiful cities in the world, with about 10 million tourists per year. It is surprisingly compact, with the entire historic center fitting in a walkable area, and it is also much more affordable than Rome, Venice, or Milan in terms of gastronomic value for money. In Florence, you can eat divinely well for 10 to 20 euros, walk everywhere, and visit museums that house some of the most important works in human history, like Michelangelo David and Botticelli Birth of Venus. But there are hidden costs that can increase the budget. Let us detail everything. Starting with airfare. Flights to Florence are available from most major cities in North America and Europe, usually with a stopover in Rome, London, Paris, or Frankfurt, lasting between 2 hours from European hubs and 10 to 12 hours from the east coast of North America. As an alternative, many travelers fly to Rome or Milan and take a Frecciarossa high-speed train to Florence in just 1.5 hours for 30 to 60 euros. Prices vary a lot depending on the season, but average between 600 and 1,200 euros. Round trip in economy class from most international origins. The best times to find lower prices are February, March, April, October, and November, outside the European high season. About accommodation in Florence, prices vary according to neighborhood and category. For hostels and shared rooms in neighborhoods like Santa Maria Novella and Oltrarno, daily rates start at 30 euros per person. For well-located 3-star hotels in neighborhoods like Centro Storico, Santa Croce, or Oltrarno, daily rates are between 140 and 240 euros for a couple. For 4- and 5-star hotels with views of the Duomo or Ponte Vecchio, prices easily exceed 450 euros per night, especially in high season from May to October. Florence has options for all budgets, but location makes all the difference. We created this custom map that explains exactly which is the best region. Staying in this area, you cannot go wrong. And in the video description and here in the QR code, we will leave the link to the page with this map and with the hotels we have stayed at and recommend highly. Including a hotel in Centro Storico where we stayed for an incredible price, super well located, a few steps from the Duomo, Piazza della Signoria, and Ponte Vecchio. We saved a lot of money with that choice. About food in Florence, the value for money is one of the best in Italy. For budget meals at Panini, Schiacciata, and Street Lampredotto, you spend between 5 and 12 euros per meal. For intermediate meals at traditional trattorias in neighborhoods like Oltrarno, Santa Croce, and San Nicolo, the spending is between 18 and 35 euros per person with main dish, drink, and couvert, usually with spectacular Tuscan fresh pasta. For more elegant meals at award-winning restaurants or rooftops with views of the Duomo, prices exceed 70 euros per person. And a bistecca alla Fiorentina shared for a couple is around 50 to 80 euros, absolutely worth the experience. About transportation in Florence, the good news is that the historic center is fully walkable, and practically all main attractions are 15 minutes walk from each other. The single bus ticket costs €1.50 and is valid for 90 minutes. Florence has only 2 short tram lines, T1 and T2, which connect the center to the airport and some peripheral neighborhoods. The official white taxis start at €3.40 and charge approximately €1.10 per kilometer. For long trips to Pisa, Siena, or Cinque Terre, use the regional train leaving from Santa Maria Novella Central Station. About attractions in Florence, the wonder is that many of the most incredible ones are absolutely free. The Duomo of Santa Maria del Fiore, with its gigantic Gothic cathedral, is free outside. Piazza della Signoria, Ponte Vecchio, Piazzale Michelangelo with the best view of the city, and all the squares, all free. The must-see paid attractions are the Uffizi Gallery for 25 euros, the Accademia Gallery to see Michelangelo David for 16 euros, the climb to the Brunelleschi Dome and Giotto Bell Tower in the combo for 30 euros, Palazzo Vecchio for 17.50, and Palazzo Pitti with the Boboli Gardens for 16 euros. For Uffizi and Accademia, book at least 2 weeks in advance. Speaking of tickets and attractions, in the video description and here in the QR code, we will leave the link to the site we always use to buy tickets and tours for the lowest price. It is the largest tours website in the world and has practically everything there. Everything at the lowest price, and you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. And they have free tours that are great. And remember that in this link below, we always organize everything you need to plan your entire trip at the lowest price. The sites we use to put together our trips, with everything much cheaper. Travel SIM card, travel insurance for half the price, tickets to all the attractions, good and cheap hotels we have stayed at, cheap car rentals, and the global account. And the links already include automatic discounts, so save and use this page that will make your trip much easier. About shopping in Florence, the city is a paradise for leather, jewelry, and artisan paper. The Mercato Centrale and Mercato di San Lorenzo concentrate dozens of leather bags, jackets, and belts at negotiable prices and variable quality, so it is important to check the origin. For high-quality leather, go to traditional shops in Oltrarno like Scuola del Cuoio, inside the Santa Croce Church. Ponte Vecchio is the temple of jewelers since the 16th century with traditional Tuscan gold. And for gastronomic souvenirs, Chianti wines, Tuscan olive oils, and pecorino cheeses can be bought at authentic delicatessens. About essential extra costs, 2 items cannot be left out. Having internet on your phone helps a lot to use GPS, transportation apps, and make reservations. We always buy the SIM card before the trip, receive it at home, and arrive connected at the destination. It is much cheaper than roaming. A SIM card for 7 days costs an average of 20 to 30 euros if you are coming from outside Europe. And the second essential cost that is unacceptable to travel without is travel insurance. Europe mandatorily requires minimum insurance of 30,000 euros for entry into the Schengen area by the treaty, and Florence is no exception. But more important than the obligation is the real protection, because emergency medical care in Italy easily costs between 5,000 and 15,000 euros for tourists, and hospitalization can exceed 50,000 euros. Insurance costs less than 6 euros per day. We always use a price comparator that shows the best plan and the cheapest. We never travel to Florence without insurance. About currency exchange, in Italy the currency is the euro. Avoid exchanging money at airport or Santa Maria Novella exchange houses, which charge absurd fees. The best option for those coming from outside the Eurozone is to use a multi-currency global account, which has the best market rate, no IOF, and no international withdrawal fees. You buy euros directly through the app and use the physical card anywhere in Florence. And the final estimate per person for 4 days in Florence. For the budget profile, with hostel, food at Panini and Schiacciate, public transport, and few paid attractions, the spending is around 1,100 euros excluding airfare. For the intermediate profile, with 3-star hotel in Centro Storico, mix of trattorias and light meals, main paid museums, and bistecca alla Fiorentina, the budget is around 2,000 euros. For the comfortable profile, with 4-star hotel, more sophisticated restaurants, guided museum tours, and Chianti excursion, the spending is around 3,500 euros per person. Florence is one of the European cities with the best value for money. And for those who are new here on the channel, you are very welcome. Our mission is to help you travel more and better around the world. If you are enjoying it, subscribe here on the channel and like the video, that helps us a lot. 3 final tips to save a lot in Florence. First, avoid restaurants directly around the Duomo, Ponte Vecchio, and Piazza della Signoria. They are always touristy and expensive. Walk 3 blocks to the sides or cross to Oltrarno and find authentic trattorias with much lower prices. Second, on the first Sunday of the month, many state museums in Florence are free, including Uffizi and Accademia. Plan your trip to take advantage. And third, consider buying the FLORENCE card for 85 euros for 72 hours with free entry to more than 80 museums. Ideal for those visiting more than 3 or 4 paid attractions. If you liked the video, like it and subscribe to our channel to travel more and better around the world. Thank you very much and have a great trip.